All right, friends, welcome back. Let's do some vocabulary today. This is class 3 of module 2. Let's get to it. Apokrinomai, I answer. Day, it is necessary. This is an interesting word because it sort of works like a verb, but it doesn't really decline like a verb. So you just remember it, day, in this form, that won't ever change. Always just becomes it is necessary. Okay, so just remember that as a vocabulary word. That's what it is. But yeah, just a funny little word that shows up a fair amount. Dunamai. I am able, I am powerful. You've noticed that the verbs we've seen so far, both of them have ended in that my, that deponent ending, right? That's the hint that these are deponent verbs, is that their lexical forms end in that middle passive ending, which is my. So dunamai means I am able, I am powerful. Remember, active meanings here, even though they have that middle passive form. That's what deponent means. Erkomai, one of our favorite verbs. I come or I go. One of the most used verbs in the New Testament, particularly in the Gospels. As you start out reading the Gospels, there's just people coming and going all the time. And this is the verb that's most often used for it. It does have some weirdness. We'll see as we go down the line, but it shows up so much, it just becomes really easy to identify, really easy to translate. So erkomai is a good one. Nukes can also be nuktas. Okay, third declension means night. Okay, night. Hostis, hatis, or hati, whoever, whichever, or whenever. This is actually the relative pronoun combined with the tis, the anyone, someone, certain one kind of word, and so put these together. This isn't hati, that sense, because this is a conjunction of those two different parts. So just be aware of that. This can show up occasionally. Paruamai. I go, I proceed, or I live. Okay, so a little bit different shade than erkomai, although there is some overlap there. In a more modern context, I suppose this is true in the ancient world too, but paruamai, as far as I go, would sometimes talk about the mode of going, like I go by horse, I go by car, right? Whereas erkomai would be more just, the movement, the going itself. This can also be used metaphorically for I live or I proceed into the next region. So there's all these different glosses. There's definitely some overlap with erkomai, which is okay. Sunago. I gather together or I invite. Okay, I gather together or invite. So you'll learn this word on the end, ago, later on, which pretty much means I lead. Okay, more like movement lead more than like lead a business or something like that. But you'll notice some words where they have these prefixes on the front. Sunago is I gather together, I bring together, I lead together. Not exactly lead together, but you get the idea. You see the connection to the root there. I gather together or invite. Next time, I think we're going to learn the synagoge, which means synagogue, which comes from this word, right? So it's like the gathering place, the place we gather together, that sort of thing. So synago is I gather together or I invite. Ha tapas, place or location. Jesus is going to go to eremos tapois, lonely places to pray, okay, or peaceful places they can be. Hos, as, like, when, that, how, all of those are possible. Okay? And if you're keeping up, 201 words, 73.65% of the word occurrences in the New Testament. Pretty cool stuff. Keep practicing, friends. We'll see you next time.